Philosophy Spotlight, Stoicism. The ancient school of Stoicism teaches that the only thing truly within our power is our own mind. By mastering our perceptions, we choose calm over panic, virtue over vice, and resilience over defeat. Marcus Aurelius, the imperial philosopher, wrote in his Meditations, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." He reminds us that obstacles are not external forces that crush us, but internal responses that, if guided, propel us forward. From this wisdom, we distill 3 practical lessons for the modern warrior of business, creativity, or any pursuit. 1. Perception shapes reality. The same storm can be a chaotic mess or a chance to practice equanimity. 2. Discipline of the inner dialogue. Every thought is a decision. Choose thoughts that reinforce your purpose. 3. Focus on what you can control. Instead of mourning what you cannot, direct energy toward the actions within your sphere. These pillars reinforce the grand theme of this series, the Stoic Samurai and the Viking Mind. Both cultures held fast to inner training while facing external fury. They provide a blueprint for building unshakable confidence that holds fast in the face of any uncertainty. Chapter 1. Calm in the Storm. Picture a lone samurai, the soft rustle of his hakama echoing through a misty Kyoto courtyard. A sudden avalanche of cherry blossoms blows across the dojo, silencing all sound. The warrior does not flinch. He lets the petals fall and then returns to his stance, breathing steady, unfazed. Around him on another continent, an early Viking ship sets sail over the black horizon of the North Sea. The waves rise and tumble, threatening to capsize the fragile vessel. Yet the Norse crew, guided by the quiet resolve of their elders, stays upright, tightening rigging, smoothing sails, all while humming a steady chant of their ancestors. In each case, the actors embody stoic serenity. They observe the storm, accept its nature, but never surrender to its chaos. The motivational insight here is simple. Confidence is not the absence of fear. It is the presence of calm in the face of danger. How can you apply this today? When your inbox bursts with urgent emails, pause, hold a breath, scan the list, and prioritize rather than react. The difference between a frazzled manager and a confident leader is that calm buffer. Conclusion. Every challenge you face is like a storm. By adopting the samurai's quiet acceptance and the Viking's disciplined readiness, you can keep the mind steady. Like, share, and subscribe so we can train together. Reflective question. When the next unexpected challenge arrives, what can you do to maintain calm instead of reacting? Chapter 2. Discipline of the Blade. In medieval Japan, a young swordsman would practice the same form thousands of times until muscle memory made the movement pure. One famed master, Miyamoto Musashi, once wrote that the sword is made of air, yet the swordsman must train as though it were a living creature. Likewise, early Norse sailors rehearsed knot tying, harpoon throwing, and sea navigation over and over. Their constant repetition ensured survival against unpredictable tides. The lesson: confidence is cultivated by consistent, purposeful practice. Each repetition reinforces neural pathways, turning action into instinct. Example for today. If you're a writer, set a 15-minute micro goal. Produce 1 paragraph each morning. Over weeks, this disciplined habit builds momentum and reduces procrastination. If you're a marketer, practice a 2-minute pitch daily, refining phrasing until it feels effortless. Conclusion. A well-trimmed blade, sharpened through patience, is feared not because of the edge, but because of its reliability. The same truth applies to your professional skill set. Like, share, and subscribe to keep sharpening together. Reflective question. What small daily practice can you commit to that will steadily build your confidence over the next month? Chapter 3. The Mind of the Wanderer. The Viking sagas recount a bold explorer who charted unknown seas, guided by stars and a stubborn curiosity. He faced monsters of ice and wind, yet remained unbroken. A Japanese ronin, living without lord, wandered cities, drawing strength from principles of loyalty, courage, and self-discipline. Both embody the Stoic mindset that uncertainty is not a threat, but an opportunity to test resolve. They didn't see risk as chaos. They saw it as a chance to prove their mettle. Practical takeaway: View change as a field for growth, not a threat to identity. How to apply it. When your company shifts strategy or a new technology emerges, resist the urge to cling to the familiar. Instead, frame the shift as a mission. Learn one new skill each week. This reframing turns anxiety into action. Conclusion. The wanderer's mind is not exhausted by distance. It is energized by discovery. So can your focus shift from fearing the unknown to harnessing it. Like, share, and subscribe to navigate uncertainty together. Reflective question. What new skill or perspective could you embrace today that might transform a current challenge into an opportunity? Chapter 4. Eternal Purpose. The samurai lived with the concept of Bushido, the way of the warrior, understood as a lifelong commitment to honor, duty, and self-discipline. When the warlord's orders were cruel, the samurai's integrity compelled him to choose the path of righteousness, refusing to break his code even if that meant death. In the same vein, Viking leaders respected oaths and a strong sense of community. The Viking sagas tell of a chieftain who, when his kin were under siege, chose to sacrifice personal glory to safeguard his people. Lesson: true confidence emerges from aligning actions with an unyielding purpose. Concrete application. Identify the core value that drives your work: innovation, safety, integrity. Whenever you face a decision that feels slippery, ask yourself, will this decision honor my purpose? The answer will clarify action and reinforce self-esteem. Conclusion. Confidence is not built in isolation, but by living consistently with purpose. By remembering the samurai's code and the Vikings' communal duty, you can anchor your day-to-day conduct. Like, share, and subscribe so we can maintain this shared purpose. Reflective question. What is the single purpose that, if fully embraced, would shift your confidence level from average to unshakable? Chapter 5. Legacy of Confidence. We reach the culmination. Confidence is not an individual attribute, but a legacy you pass forward. The Stoic samurai left behind teachings of inner control. The Viking longships carried stories of perseverance across oceans. The practice of mental rehearsal is similar. The samurai visualized the exact moment of battle before it happened, and the Viking leader rehearsed strategic plans days before a raid. Takeaway: cultivate confidence daily by rehearsing, reflecting, and adjusting. Today's exercise. Set a short reflective journal entry each evening. What went well? What did I handle with calm? What still bothers me? This keeps your mind tuned to growth. Conclusion. By merging Stoicism, samurai courage, and Viking resilience, we build confidence that doesn't wobble with external turbulence. It is the steady beat inside, sustaining forward momentum no matter the gale. Like, share, and subscribe to continue forging this unbreakable spirit. Reflective question. How will you carry this integrated legacy in your next major project or challenge?